Yes! The tool shed. Oh, I missed you so much. Oh, you get over here. I'm bringing in for the real thing. No secret handshake this time. Let's hug it out. All right, stop. Enough goofing around. Get it out of my face. I have to do this. You know I have to do this. Given the recent events of U.S. international Alejandro Bedoya leaving Nantes and Ligue 1 to join the Philadelphia Union, and Toronto FC having the opportunity to sell U.S. captain Michael Bradley for a reported $5 million, I have seen a lot of chatter. What are they thinking? They should just leave. They should just leave and go back. They should never even come back here. Rip Alejandro Bedoya's career. And man, there are some angry people out there. First, it's the people who think the players should make their life decisions based on what the fans want. So yeah, think about the fans, Alejandro. You owe us. Though I'm not sure exactly what you owe us, but you owe us, goddammit. If only so we can say that one of our own is holding it down in a big league in Europe. Now, time out. I'll raise my hand and say that I like having that as a crutch in conversation when people are talking shit about Americans not being good enough. What do you mean not good enough? Bedoya scored again in France, so eat that, you born and raised in Los Angeles Manchester United supporter. But it's not that simple. From a player's perspective, you have to balance the professional opportunity in your current playing situation and your age and the plans that the club has with your personal opportunity and what's best for your family. Then you mix that with the timing of it all, and then you sprinkle on some salaries and some bonuses and some guarantees, and minds change, things change, motivations change, as they would for everyone in the same situation. And I'm not just talking about moving from Europe to the United States. It could be from South America to Europe, or Europe to China, or Africa to Europe. These are big, life-changing moves that all involve some sort of risk and are bigger than what's only best for the player professionally. The second group of angry people, and these people seem the angriest, hate how the system is set up here with no promotion relegation, or how MLS takes away the power from the individual clubs and centralizes it, thus taking away the capitalistic nature of a sports league that exists in a capitalistic society. Or a better infrastructure for our youth development, which is when I get angriest. Why is it so hard to get everyone on the same page? I mean, don't we all want the same thing? A great league and a great national team? No. It's about the money. And as much as I agree with a lot of these angry people's points, they've grown impatient and they have stopped listening and they have become so single-minded in their approach that initially what I once thought was a fun and thought-provoking conversation and them trying to stir the pot in a positive way is now anything but. And now they just come off as a bunch of assholes. And then the people who defend MLS come off as way too sensitive, or they go hard the other way and come off as way too arrogant. And it's just a mess of the overly defensive MLS apologists, of which I am one from time to time, knowing that the assholes are right on some stuff, and the assholes, of which I am one, from time to time, knowing that the overly defensive MLS apologists are right on some stuff too. So what I would like to see happen is for there to be an acknowledgement from someone at the top of the soccer food chain in this country, no matter how much this goes against every fiber of their American being, who says, listen, right now at this moment, our league is not the best in the world, but guess what? That's okay. And just own it. Everyone that has their eyes and ears open and wants to be rational about the situation knows that MLS is a young league competing in a tough and crowded sports market in this country and against some very popular leagues from around the world. So they're gonna make mistakes as they try to figure out how to catch up and how to be relevant. And that's all part of it. And guess what? That's okay. But I do want to know more about where we're going and how we're getting there, because if there was a transparent development first, money second mentality and system and plan in place, then first, the money would come if the product was A+. But the beauty of all of it is that we control whether the product is A+. That's on all of us in the soccer community in this country. Second, I think more people, the angry, the overly defensive, and everyone in between, would get behind the movement of making our league one of the best in the world and would welcome our best American players back from Europe to spearhead this movement, because we would all be working towards the same goal. But instead, it just seems like we're emotionally reacting to everything all of the time, which leaves us fragmented and bickering instead of working together and calmly anticipating what will happen next. So I want to know who is thinking big picture. What are we doing right now that's going to be extremely beneficial for this sport in this country in 20 years? Who is shaping this thing? Do we have someone thinking about that? Does anyone really know anything about anything? I know I sure don't, which is why I make videos on the internet.